Hold on, wait, touch your nose. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, let me put my head back.
Okay, put your head back. Ready?
Yeah. Yes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K,
Give me.
I love that shit.
It's fine, right? This isn't mine. This is what I enjoy. Why? Yo. Yes. Do not put it in that hat. Hold on. I have something.
Hey! This is late.
Oh, it's that hat. I thought that made an operation.
Hey! This is late.
Apply. Don't bring all that.
A $40 fight for you. 2 shots.
Not enough.
Okay. Who understands why I love and hate Rumplemans? All right, we're gonna make this one fast and then start this panel. So somebody
started already without you.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a gold one.
Who's got the gold one?
They drop it out here.
So, you fuckers. Cup, please. You fuck. No. What? He's okay.
So this is their picture. Those are a shot.
You fuckers once brought me an entire bottle of Rumplemans to Lupus and Debula and challenged me to a drinking game. 3 hours later, Lupus and Debula was gone, and so was the bottle of Rumplemans, and I do not drink it anymore. This motherfucker over here, who was there for that instance, just offered me $40 to take 2 shots of it, of the one booze that I no longer drink. But I never say no for charity.
I never said 2 shots. I said it's
All right, I see green. I see green.
And I will tell you right now, the most I will drink of this is 2 shots because it is the hardest thing for me to drink. The Chicago Toast, join me if you know it. Here's to you, here's to me, forever friends we shall be. And if we ever disagree, fuck you, here's to me.
By the way, all you old people, Babylon 5, right?
No!
I could
You look it.
I mean, who doesn't want to take the car back to their room after a hard day of arguing with Lando?
Not me.
I mean, there's probably a little See, now we're talking.
I need a bit.
You can have war in your room
No,
later.
that's these stack. They have bug eyes. Trust me.
Here, I'll do your second one.
What?
I owe him another shot.
I have an old
Later. I will take it later.
Hey!
Ready?
What is this about?
This is about education.
Education!
Education.
Sure.
This is about true alcohol appreciation. When we formed this panel, rule 1 is the panelists would take it seriously until we were drunk.
Too late.
We came in drunk. So that being said, we have a few experts on this panel. Now guys, the word expert gets thrown around a lot. Expert in this case means we drink it a fuck ton. So I'm going to start at this end of the table, and if they can't answer the question, I'm going to have them move to the audience. Travis, what booze are you an expert of? Rum. Woo! Where the fuck is Nico?
In Chicago.
Fuck. What are you an expert of?
Scotch.
Scotch. What are you an expert of?
Irish whiskey. And mead.
Not bad. I do love a good whiskey and mead. What are you an expert of?
Dick.
One moment while I test his credentials. What? I'm lonely.
Also Scotch.
Scotch. I'm the tequila expert of the panel, and this gentleman over here. Wine.
Specifically, wines of Germany, the Mosel Valley, which has been a wine-growing region since the days of the Roman Empire. Thank you very much.
Not so much for anyone else.
I have a curiosity, Tiny.
Yeah.
Thoughts on sherry, not the cooking variety.
Thank you.
Sherry, my dear boy, sherry is fortified wine, if you recall. Basically, sherry is cheap shit wine that you're adding extra shit to. So now you have cheap shit wine with the addition of extra shit wine. It's English bullcrap, thank you very much, trying to regain their imperialistic role in the world, and fuck you, England!
I gotta say, Kage, the way you slurred, you said shih tzu, and I was just giggling inside.
My dear boy, I am a furry, remember.
So that was
No, Kage, if we were to go up and do something about the do you want there to be?
Now, remember, I cannot stay long because I am old.
All right, so we're going to start this battle with Kage because, like he said, he eventually should go to bed.
I'm old.
We both have performances tomorrow, and while I will use my youth to continue the performance, he will use his age to go to bed early.
Verdammt große Jude.
I am also verdammt, you're gross, and my Yuda is thriving. And you want me to go to Europe.
I'm gonna love to get this guy in Germany.
Dude, they're gonna put me in an oven! I'm a little worried about the reason that you're inviting me.
Go use your shower. His own kindling. He's got coupons in his pockets.
Hold on. Bring this receipt to the deli to receive a free cookie with your next visit. Coupon in my pocket. Don't you steal my coupon. That has a 1/20% value. Fuck you.
Alright, as comics, are we making light of horrible instances of human history?
Yes.
No.
I am.
We are attempting to find the light in the darkness. That's what we do. In the darkness.
Yeah, it's called the pilot light.
Where's Sander?
He went back to your room.
Alright, so I don't have a lot of time.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't have a lot of
Ladies
time.
and gentlemen, our wine connoisseur, Uncle Kage! They're that way! Turn around!
And he is that
Uncle Kage! Uncle Kage, here we go. This is the real point of this battle. A lot of you out there have had drinks before, but you fuckers went to college. You threw parties. You hung out with me. That was fucking stupid. We're going to teach you the ins, the outs, the good and the bad. We're going to teach you how to truly drink. Kage, before you vomit and fall asleep, in that order, if you had one piece of advice to everyone in this audience who was offered wine, what would that be?
Me?
Yes, you.
Don't drink white wine older than 3 years.
Why?
Because I like 'em young.
All right, we're off to a banging start. If the gentlemen in this audience were to go into a liquor store tomorrow, how should they pick out the bottle of wine to impress their date? Bear in mind, their date is not a 4-year-old boy. Because what the fuck, dude?
By the screw cap.
Shut up!
He's talking about a dog. You gotta multiply by 7 to get the real age.
That is not the right answer, and that is a pun. Oh, generous? Tell Generous I said thank you.
I will. Generous, he says thank you.
Generous! I've just changed my answer. What the fuck are you giving me? I'm going to continue to drink it.
That's what citrus does to a gin and tonic.
A citrus tinged gin and tonic.
Nicely done.
That's called a Tom Collins.
Okay, advice for bringing wine.
Advice.
Advice. Real advice.
If you are given a hat with ice water in it, do not attempt to put it on Alkali's head. Because you'll pour it on yourself.
How's the line?
Good. Yo!
First in for the analysis, this is Tom Collins.
That's a Tom Collins? Hold on. I have had Tom Collins before. In charity? I'm sorry, generous? Charity.
Charity is the name of your day.
Is it good? Is it good? I labored over that for you.
For me?
For you.
For me?
For you.
Don't you do it.
I was waiting for a musical to start.
We were so close.
That's just for this panel.
More shit in there.
If you put more green in there, Kage stays awake. Maybe.
Is it charity panel?
Yes.
I'll give you a drink and money.
Oh, I love you.
Not shit in the top.
Okay, this is like, when you're in
Not shit in the
church
top
on
hat.
Sunday.
All right.
Oh, by the way, my friend Kevin Collins has a son, Tom.
We're going to start this panel the way it was originally intended, even though we're too drunk to do it. Guys, here's the one piece. If you take nothing else away from this panel, this is the one piece of advice that actually matters. Taste is more important than cost, and more important than any of that is experience. The greatest gin and tonic I have ever had was more expensive than any other drink I've ever had. And I'd rather drink this. Find your taste, find what you enjoy, figure out the ingredients, and bring it to parties to share with others. Because drinking alone is sad. Drinking with others is a disease, and diseases usually start with
Hi, YouTube.
sex, so enjoy it. Don't cheer for AIDS.
What if it was gonorrhea? It's curable for now.
The Great Giraffe. Do we have alkali in the Church of Alcohol?
No, I have actually talked to the Rent and Griffin and decided not to open my own church because we don't want to compete against each other. That being said, our guest of honor, unless I'm too blurry right now to see, is in the back of the room. Would you like to join us for a few drinks? Very little, very little. Ladies and gentlemen, Rubo!
What is your drink of choice?
In real life, we'll talk about it again.
In real life.
Diet Coke.
Let's switch that. What is your semi-alcoholic drink of choice?
Rum and Coke.
Rum and Coke, sit down. All right, here we go. Guys, I've done this panel a few times, just so you need to know. You guys are going to run a party in the future. The least important thing about your party is the booze. The first most important part of your party is the ice. Make sure you have ice to cool down drinks, because even the stupidest connoisseur goes, ooh, at least this is cool. Bring fucking ice. It melts, it turns into water, fuck you. 2, learn how to mix drinks. If you want to impress somebody, there's nothing that opens their pants faster than adding a 3-layer drink. Make it red, white, and blue. America, fuck yeah. And 3, the most important rule goes third because we found out listen to. Know your limits.
Yes, never.
The gentleman in the back of the room and myself are drunk. But we are going to go to bed tonight. We are going to get the full 6 hours of sleep. And we are going to run panels tomorrow. And legitimately, the first thought in our minds, can I drink what I'm about to drink and run a panel tomorrow? I can. He is going to go to bed soon because he's older and skinnier. I'm a fat fucking piece of shit who can drink. Fuck you. 4. And I think I've already said this, but price does not connotate how good the alcohol is. Buy your bottle, experiment with it, find the good drink, flip you off, love you all, pinky finger, and enjoy yourself. Thumbs up. There we go.
No, do not down it. Sip it.
When this gentleman says sip it, listen to him.
It's a great rule number 5.
What is that?
Elderflower. I love it.
All right, all joking aside, guys, and we're going to start going to the panel after this. We're furries. We're going to go to room parties. We're going to hang out with friends. We're going to have people do what he just did to me, what I do to him every time we see each other. You're going to have friends give you a drink. Rule 1, you know nothing about alcohol. Tequila is my favorite drink. I have taken a sip out of a bottle of tequila that would break your bank account, and I have drank a full bottle of tequila that would make you laugh at how inexpensive it is. But I experienced them all.
Whoa.
What?
What was the laughing one?
The expensive one?
No.
Oh, you want to know? Okay. The most inexpensive bottle of tequila I have ever tried is called, legitimately, Tequila Brand Tequila. It gets worse. It gets worse. It comes in a plastic bottle. It is made by the same people who make a $2.99 bottle of triple sec. The only place you can get it is 2 locations. 1, a bar supply company, and 2, the Binnies, 5 minutes from my house. It is the most putrid tequila you can ever taste. I'm pretty sure they mix gasoline and lighter fluid with it. But I tried it, and that is because of one simple rule. Because none of you know what anything tastes like, even if you've tried them all. Until you have tried it, you don't know. A $2 bottle of tequila mixes perfectly with sweet and sour and club soda. It's a $2.99 bottle of tequila. The mix rate is 1 shot of the shitty tequila, 2 shots of club soda, and a half a shot of sweet and sour. And it is a drink that I could sip all night. That drink is a piece of shit, but you can drink it. And the only reason I know that is I took a $2.99 bottle of tequila and experimented with it till I found out how I could drink it. This gentleman right here gave me a $8
once you've had
bottle
an
of
elderly man,
scotch,
there's no going
and
back.
it was absolute putrid shit.
It's true.
See, this is the
It's
amazing
called
part.
Valentine's.
Yo,
It's
I learned this
awful.
from the bums in Chicago. You give them money and they go away and never
Everyone
bother
knows
you
me as the
again.
Scotch guy. So people come and say, hey, what's a Scotch you got? What's a Scotch you got? And I used it as the acid test for the pretenders and the actual connoisseurs. And the connoisseurs went, you don't like this, do you? And I go, no, not at all. Finish it last. And the pretenders would go, they'd make a face. I can't do it. Now let him face.
Oh, which one? Is this a Scotch face?
Yes.
Scotch face. All right, here we go. Bad Scotch face. Scotch is bad or good?
I gave this to people who were like, you have good Scotch. You have expensive Scotch. I'm like, yeah, try it. I know, but they didn't know. I gave them the glass. They sipped it. I saw them make the face. I saw them swallow for the second time. And then like, this is good, yeah. And not only did they finish it, they came back asking for more with their tail tucked between their legs.
Perfect. Guys, food is one of the greatest rewards that you will ever find and one of the greatest punishments as fat asses like me. Alcohol is in a different level. This gentleman right here might hate the bottle that I'm drinking of. Well, this gentleman right here loves it. None of you will ever be able to take the word of another person as gospel. So we're going to give you the last two pieces of advice before we go to the panel. Number one, no advice you have ever been given will tell you what you are drinking. Try it. You don't need to try a shot. You need to try the drink. If you like a watered down drink, put a fucking ice cube in it. If this asshole over here tells you that you're weakening the drink, flip him off and put an ice cube in it.
He's done this to me just about every other weekend.
It's one of my best friends in the world, and I have told him multiple times, I don't think I like that drink, and I would like to try it watered down. Guys, your taste is your own. Drink it. The calligraphy. Don't
say that word again.
Shut up.
The calligraphy.
Calligraphy. That used to be corollary. Shut the fuck up. Don't assume that you know anything about drinking. I have had legitimately what I would consider the worst alcohol in the world, tequila brand tequila, and I found a way to drink it. And fuck any of you that tell me I shouldn't be drinking it. Because I found a drink that cost me $3 and I win.
Does this cheapness enhance the flavors?
The cheapness enhances the flavor. If you're a Jew, for those of you who aren't Jews, just enjoy the fact that maybe one day you'll buy a house. Third, and most important, know your limits. Thank you, some of you knew it. Don't drink too much. Don't drink to get drunk, ever. Drink to have a good time. Unless you're a performance artist, then just drink.
There was a guy here a second ago, where'd he go?
He smoked bomb. Coggin! Get your ass back up here. I know what you're doing.
I'll get all of you back up in a moment.
All right, so to start, at this end of the table, I believe we have a rum connoisseur. All right, I'm going to turn it over to this gentleman while I go get my bottle of booze. You are a rum connoisseur. We're going to start off with him giving you a little bit of advice about rum. And then those of you who started your career as a furry alcoholic with rum are going to tell us how it went. What is your advice on rum? You have no more than 5 minutes, and you're taking over the panel.
You know, if you put money in the hat, I'll go away.
Louder.
No one get in my head!
I will leave.
Someone record this, good God. This is how you get a free badge at Anthrocon.
Look out, recording!
Let's play out.
Thank you!
I can't help noticing
Don't get
how
jinxing, it's
Go for it. Go, like have 3 minutes to go basic rum. Clear, spiced, aged, and whatever.
Okay.
Be loud.
Okay, rum, number 1. You have to decide. Do you
Oh,
want
I'm
to
very
sip it
old.
in a glass?
Don't mind if I sit down.
Jesus Christ, Kage.
This is difficult. I'm going to talk over Kage. Okay, rum's real easy. And you got to decide to yourself, do you want to spice up one of the drinks you have, or do you just want to sip on a little bit of liquor and enjoy the night? Any of the darker rums, the spiced rums,
Release the Kraken.
Project.
and the very well-aged rums are very nice.
Use your goddamn diaphragm.
What? Am I not speaking?
That's what she
Louder! I can shout over you. You are alkaline.
Okay, while he's figuring that out, we have one person with a quick 60 seconds or less story that is entertaining and potentially a bad experience with rum.
I don't want to hurt my diaphragm talking, so I'm going to use this mic. Okay,
Use your diaphragm to avoid hurting yourself.
I don't know those things. I don't have time to learn how to yell at people. I've only been the alcohol. That's a cool word.
Alkaline alcohol.
The alcohol school of yelling at people. Okay, so let's start with the clearer white rum, silver rum, stuff like that. These aren't great to drink by themselves, but they make great mixers. If you want to make any kind of rum and coke, which is the easiest, laziest thing to make. Anything, Long Island iced teas, that's a combination of multiple liquors. And you can just put it in Sprite. You can put it in any kind of soda, and it gives it a nice little alcoholic taste. But rum's great because it's sweet, so it enhances the sweet flavors of it. If you prefer dry drinks, I would actually steer away from rum. If you prefer more sweet drinks, put rum in everything. That's why you have rum in all these fruit drinks like Mai Tais and Sunrises and all these different cocktails you get at bars. If you want to drink rum by itself, dark rums, black rums are great, but they are sipping drinks. Do not take shots of them. Do not try to drink them quickly. They have a lot of flavor and usually are high alcohol content.
I'll go away.
Stop it.
I think you just got overruled.
I don't know what's going on.
I do, it's awesome.
I gotta keep talking about rum. Spiced rum is the most common rum out there. If we had Captain Morgan up here, which is the dollar store rum, if you will, you can get anywhere. Actually, I think Calypso Jack would be the dollar store rum. We'll stick with the most common rum, okay? But the truth is with rum, if you're mixing it, which you typically will do, it doesn't matter the quality. So go ahead, buy yourself your $8 fifth of rum and mix it into your drink, that's fine. Because if you want to sit there and sip on a rum, Captain Morgan's Private Stock is okay. Myers rum, Goslin's, all these are great. But you're going to be spending upwards $30 per bottle on those, and you're going to want to put that on ice because they're really strong. Like Alkali said, I prefer those to be a little bit less burning when you're drinking them, so you can chill them on ice. Some of the medium, the ones you can see through, not like the really dark ones, those are great at drinking at room temperature. You get much more flavor on them and stuff.
Okay, so do we have someone who had an unfortunate encounter with one of these nice rums?
Where did you mix it wrong?
All right. Come on. Either get the microphone or stand up and face them and shout like a loud bastard.
Just come up here and grab the mic, if you will.
You got like a minute.
Alright, so I had a run-in with Captain Morgan spiced rum. This was during a Christmas party, and someone had spiked the eggnog, but I had no idea. I ended up going through about 8 cups of this stuff before I noticed that the stuff was spiked. Yeah,
Eggnog?
of eggnog, yeah.
Too much lactose.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Now, I'm assuming, describe for us the viscosity of it on the way out.
Was it projectile?
Was it Jello at that point?
It did not coagulate. With Bailey's.
I'm interrupting. Keep going.
Yeah, it took 8 cups to realize it. I I was literally 21 when this happened.
Okay.
It was my first experience really with that type of alcohol. And I had no idea until about 8 cups through, and I started feeling a little bit tipsy. And then I asked my parents, hey, what is this? And he was like, oh, it's eggnog. I figured out that they put in enough Captain Morgan rum inside of there that each one was about a good half to full shot of rum. So I had basically about 8 shots of rum.
No, hey, mind you, that's 8 shots of rum plus eggnog.
Nonetheless, I ended up going to sleep, but then the very next day I woke up with like stage 3 hangover, where my entire body is in so much pain trying to move something. It's like putting a bullet in your head.
How did noises feel? He could feel noises.
I started feeling colors from across the freaking stage.
This room is so loud! Do you drink rum anymore?
Yes, I still do actually.
Give a round of applause for Conjuring.
He went to Kraken. Good upgrade.
So, we're in the Caribbean. Beware of the Bahama Mama. Bahama Mama is several different kinds of rums, maybe several different kinds of fruit punches. You won't taste the rum. You won't taste the rum until it's too late. So I went to this beach party. They're like, hey, Mom, we'll give you a Bahama Mama. I was like, okay. So they give me these Bahama Mamas. I'm like, oh, these are really good. Have another one. So about 10 Bahama Mamas later, I go back to the hotel. The next morning, there's nothing but red. So be very careful about Bahama Mamas, because they will get you messed up. I still drink right now. It's awesome.
All right, give a round of applause.
I do want to point out, typically American rums are 70 to 80 proof. If you go to Jamaica, you can't find anything under 120 proof. It's 120 to 150 proof if you're going to drink rum.
Seraphin, go shove that microphone in your mouth.
All right, so my experience with the Kraken, it was New Year's. It was a party. A friend of mine in the condo next door was hosting it, and they had Kraken rum, and that was the first time I ever saw it, so I decided to try it. And I really liked it, so that's why I drank the whole night. Well, what I didn't realize is that no one else decided to drink it for the rest of the night, so when there's about 3/4 of the bottle missing, that was all me. So around midnight, I decided I needed to get some air, except I hit a tree.
Please tell us you weren't in a car.
No, I was outside on foot.
Okay.
I got about 10 steps out the door and tree. And then I fell over. And I decided I'd lay there for a while because it was winter but no snow, so it was nice and cool. But we have a very busybody lady, there's someone with my wings. We have a very busybody neighbor who decided to call the police. And I have to be told this next part, but a Green Bay City police officer came up to me, shined a light in my eyes, and I growled at him. And tried to bite him, but didn't get very far because I was super drunk. And the cop went, wow, looks like someone's enjoying New Year's. And then
That's a good cop right there.
That was a very good cop.
Taser!
And I almost made it through the whole night, but near the end, everything was starting to look like the intro of Dead Island, and they're helping me to my condo, which is next door, and I almost got inside, and two friends are helping me, and I just went, like 30 seconds.
That's what happens when you drink half a bottle of Kraken in 2 nights.
I still drink it though, it's delicious.
All right, guys, give a round of applause. minutes.
Go. Seconds, go.
Very first night that I was ever drinking straight liquor, I was at a party with friends, and there were 5 types of liquor, among them Captain Morgan and Kraken. I had never had shots before, and after the first one, not being affected by it instantly, I decided, oh, I must have a high tolerance for this stuff. And proceeded to go shot for shot with a friend who had much, much more experience. Somewhere between 14 and 18 shots in a half an hour, I don't remember anything. Aside from waking up, clutching a garbage can, and what I can say is, I don't think that was just the rum that came out. I think everything under my skin liquefied, and all of it came out.
Let's be honest. You died, and this is your purgatory.
Yes. But I still drink rum.
We got some troopers here.
I drink this one.
Okay. So, we have 12 minutes before we're all going to invade karaoke. So, let's give a panelist story of rum gone wrong. I'll start with me. So, I decided I was at a party and I was going to drink nothing but scotch. 5 double shots in, someone goes, "You should try rum," and I said, okay. They poured clear handle Bacardi.
Oh, not Bacardi!
I did a shot of it, cursed my friend out, and didn't talk to him for the next half hour.
Don't drink Bacardi, by the way, people.
After the end of the half hour, I went, "I really don't like him." He goes, "All right, I'll make up for it." And he hands me a shot, and I go, "What is it?" He says, "Just drink it." And I say, okay. So I do, and it's spiced Bacardi. It was gold Bacardi, and it was just as rancid. At this point, I stopped talking to him. The next thing I say after another half an hour is, "We should break out the absinthe." Now, we were blackout drunk. However, a friend of mine has a skill. When he gets blackout drunk, he turns into a wizard. And all of a sudden, he produced, I don't know if you guys know the proper serving of absinthe. You get the spoon, you get the sugar cubes, and you pour it over. And he did this for 8 people in the room while tripping over his cat's litter box. He did not spill a drop. There was no abandonment or alcohol abuse in this house. So we do it, and I go through the glass, and partway through, apparently people are talking to me for about 10 minutes, and then finally they're like, "Dragler! That wall is spinning." I've been sitting perfectly still. We're gonna flash forward. The next morning, I am looking in the mirror and utterly confused. I am no longer on the couch that I had crashed on.
You didn't own a couch, fucker.
No, this is someone else's house.
Oh, good.
No couch. The garbage can is missing. I have a bruise and blood on the side of my head, and the hosts are yelling at me about the carpet. The following happened. I passed out, woke up, threw myself off the couch, hit my head on the corner of their metal table, overshot the garbage can, and ruined their carpet.
Projectile.
This was the first time I ever got sick.
From rum?
Well, and the absinthe, and the scotch, and the pizza, and the sliders.
Keep your cocktails in your glass, not in your belly, okay?
I made an arcane brew, and then I cast a spell.
But you failed your spell check.
No, I succeeded. I cast ruined carpet, and I won.
That's not a spell check.
All right, Alkaline.
Yo, bud.
You have.
Wait a second. We got some whiskey connoisseurs over
Ooh,
there. We got, all right. So Leonard, come on up here. So we've gone through rum. Now we're gonna switch to whiskey here.
I've gone through mead.
We've gone through mead. We've gone through a lot up here, honestly. We're gonna get to the point. Leonard here has some stories about whiskey and some connoisseurs of whiskey. The floor is yours, my friend.
Gracias. The story I had was actually about the origin of whiskey. The Irish monks decided that barley was not good enough for just bread. So they decided, let's boil it and see what happens. But before they boiled it, they roasted it. Some of them roasted it over peat moss. And they came up with this utterly horrible drink that this guy likes.
Scotch is a wonderful thing. It's like drinking liquid campfire. It's like eating a fire giant's stool.
That's made by burning a swamp. Anyway, the Irish decided, hey, let's use wood. We've got wood. We'll burn that under our barley. And that makes a malt. Malt's a wonderful thing, especially when you then boil it and then add some yeast and ferment it. This makes something called a wort. At this point, you have two choices. You can strain it out, add some pine cones, and let it steep for a while, and then you get beer. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm not a fan of hops. However, what you could then do is you could boil it again. Let it all evaporate and go into another pot. And then boil it a second time. And let it go into a third pot. Boil that and put it into a barrel and leave it alone for at least 8 years.
I have had a request. You've said pot so many times, we now want some.
I'm sorry.
Brownies are okay, let's go.
That's a different panel.
Anybody? This is alcohol association.
Then, when you take it out of the barrel, after which some of it has evaporated, which is called the angel's share, you get a drink that they call the drink of the gods. In Gaelic, this is called whiskey. Water of life. This is how Jameson is made.
You're right there. Hang on.
I've only got that supposed fire taste. There's different ways to do it. You can blend it straight for 8 years. Get the basic stuff. You get 12 years, nicer stuff. You can blend it for 18 years. I left that at home. You can blend it longer. There is something called Vintage Reserve, which you can only buy in Ireland for about €190 a bottle. I have a shot of this every year on my birthday, which, by the way, was last weekend. Which, by the way, was even better because a friend of mine bought it for me. That stuff is like melted butter. It's so smooth, there's no burn to it whatsoever.
It's like butter. Like a big stick of butter.
When I went to Ireland and learned all of this, I learned it at the Jameson Distillery. And they taught us all this, and then they gave certain privileged individuals a chance to test different types of whiskey.
Privileged individuals, eh?
I was carrying a cardboard tube. Because I had the cardboard tube, I got to actually try
Good whiskey comes in cardboard.
some Jack Daniels,
AKA barrel.
some Johnny Walker Black, and Jameson, side by side. I didn't think I liked whiskey at the time. But then I found out I don't like Jack Daniels straight.
No, it's not whiskey, it's almost so they can't call it bourbon.
Right. I don't like Scotch because of the peat. Personal preference, I don't have anything against Scotch, actually. But whiskey, it turns out, Irish whiskey, is my drink of choice. It helps that I'm 3/4 Irish by blood.
And by ginger.
Whoa, wait a second here. Whoa. Let's talk about gingerness here. All right. Wait a minute.
It was more ginger before it got really old.
Raptor attack.
No, it's a wyvern.
Oh, it has wings.
It's different. It's sherry.
And so the end result, it turns out that whiskey is my drink of choice.
Does it fit in your muzzle? Let's find out.
Go whiskey!
The Irish have a toast. It's called Slan Chop.
Oh
That's Irish for Ken Pie, by the way.
Give the toast! Give the fucking toast!
Before that, I'll need some whiskey. Hold this.
Give this gentleman a glass!
You had a lunch, you got
I'll hold the microphone, you give the toast!
Wait, what?
That is the black.
Fuck everyone.
Jesus, 1, 2, 3.
The Irish are not much about waiting to drink, so they just say sláinte to your health.
Sláinte to your health.
So, for another funny story, usually I'm the one that has to get taken care of because I'm a small person. But every so often, you get to witness a beautiful unicorn in the drinking world, a large person overdoing it. There is an apricot.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you!
Xander might remember this vividly. Alkali has a rule in his house. You do not do shots of 151. Alkali, explain to us why you did shots of 151.
Why did you do shots of 151?
He wanted to time
Come on,
travel.
Alkali, tell us. Why did you shots of 151? You didn't mute the mic, you're screwed.
Alright, so is Kage still here? No! Good! An Anthrocon, 5 or 6 years ago, right? 2013.
2012.
That long ago?
2012! Holy shit, I wasn't
So
around.
4 years ago.
The Olympics.
I have been running Whose Line Is It Anyway since 2008, if I remember correctly.
Showing your age.
And at Anthrocon, a new director of programming took over, and somebody submitted a panel called Whose Line Is It Anyway? And immediately he saw it and goes, oh, that's that panel. Approved. And it was a different gentleman. It was not me. Now I have always said, if you would like to run Whose Line Is It Anyway, you're suicidal. It is not an easy panel to run, so I got to sit back and laugh. But the
It's
one
really
thing
not
I
that hard,
would
guys.
never
Let me
do, the
tell
one
you,
thing
it's not
I
that
would,
hard with the panel.
it's not a fun panel to run sometimes. The one thing I would never do is leave them high and dry. So I did show up to the panel and I stood in the back
No,
of
he
the
didn't.
room.
No, you took it over.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Guys, this is absolutely true.
Don't
This
believe it.
happened. We were there, we supported them.
I stood in the back of the room, and a few people looked over to me and said, oh, is this your panel? Like, no, this is this gentleman's panel, I'm here to play the game. I actually still enjoy improv, it's really fun.
This really happened, guys.
How much do you like improv?
I love improv enough to fuck a bottle of booze.
Oh, round of applause for that.
Hey, a thick bottle,
Girthy bottle.
So there I was. So things happen, we don't need to talk about it, but once again, inexperience showed itself. It's hard. There's nothing against the gentleman who ran the panel. It's not an easy panel to run. But I had to leave because multiple people were looking back to me to run the panel. And I personally felt like I had failed them. I didn't get the panel in first. I didn't go to Anthrocon Board of Directors and say, hey, that's not the gentleman who runs Whose Line Is It Anyway? He's running a different panel. I didn't do that. And unfortunately, a room that started off with 180 people was down to 20 people in 20 minutes. Yeah. Now I felt bad. I did. Because I don't want people to. I have bombed on stage. I have bombed on stage to the point where I stopped performing for a very long time and just drank away the pain. And that gentleman got to experience that. And I felt terrible. So I went out onto the atrium. Myself, I think 6 other people, went out overlooking the beautiful city of Pittsburgh. And I said, we need to do shots. And somebody handed me a bottle of 151. No! Wrong booze! I felt that. I thought, that'll kill the pain.
It kills the pain.
The first toast we did, to those who tried, to those who failed, and to the times it works. Because you never know. You You never know what's going to work. That gentleman tried, and I'll never forget that. Myself and him still communicate a little bit from this day. And I took a shot at Bacardi 151.
Cilantro.
The second toast!
Cilantro.
Cilantro.
There's a drug of cilantro.
The second toast! To those who tried. You went to a convention. You went to your Anthrocon, MFF, IFC, First Square. You went to a convention and you gave furry a try. You didn't go to a meet, you didn't find it online, you went and met people. To those who have the balls to do it, and I took a shot at Bacardi 151.
Cheers, everyone in this room.
Throw us a drink, you gentlemen.
Did you just say prostate?
Prostate.
If I
remember correctly, the third toast was this.
This is true. This crap happened. Cheers.
It doesn't stop.
Salute. Wait, there's more to the story. Do you want the microphone? Here.
So, Bacardi 151, for those of you who don't know, is 151% alcohol.
That's a lot of alcohol.
This is what, I'm sorry, thank you, proof.
151 proof?
I have been drinking, it's proof, divide proof in half, that is the alcohol content.
That's a lot of alcohol, guys. Just so you know.
302 proof.
That's a lot of alcohol. That's a lot of booze, all right?
We kept going, I do not remember the rest of the toasts.
There's a surprise to everyone right there.
And finally, I looked at my cell phone.
Finally.
I will now tell you the messages that were on my cell phone as best as I can remember.
This is it right here.
My mate, number 1, where are you? 2, seriously, where are you? 3, if I have to identify your body, you're dead.
Oh yeah.
From this gentleman right here, 1, where are you?
Shut up.
2, if you have to be identified by your mate, I'm dead. The third set of text messages, and probably my favorite text messages, were from Uncle Kage. What the fuck are you doing? 2, seriously, what the fuck are you doing? 3, I'm so sorry that your panel was subjugated by somebody else. 4, what the fuck are you doing? Get off my room! I don't know, and I'm sorry I can't give you a better story. Here's the last thing that I remember. Half the bottle of 151 was gone. I had not passed it to anyone else.
That was only half. Thank you for stopping at half. Thank you.
I don't know if you found me or if one of my other friends found me.
No.
Who found me?
We don't know. You appeared at the room party.
Oh. There was a room party?
How did you not know about the room party?
So here's what happened.
Story time. All story, and we're done with it.
Go ahead, give him the mic.
Blackout.
Do you want the mic?
Blackout. Alkali shows up, and I realize this is not my mate. This is not my responsibility. I look at Xander with a shit-eating grin and go, have fun. I help Xander get Alkali to the bathroom, and Xander looks at me and goes, what do I do? And I go,
Hold his hair.
get those Jew curls in your fingers and hang tight, because you're in for a ride, buckaroo.
With that, it is 5 past the hour.
Guys, this is our folks.
We're past.
No, we are past.
This is last call for alcohol right here.
This is
last call.
Wrap it up.
Alcohol is going to have his second and final, and with that,
I have not had that.
I need one of those.
with that, all right, like, as Leonard, it's our final shots for everyone, because everyone just. We seriously thank you guys for coming here. We're going to have one last
alcohol appreciation drink. Seriously, do you have a story before we go? Like, we're welcome to one more. Hold on, wait. Just everyone, one more story from Rhubarb before we go. Like, raise your hands, like, give a cheer. One more story, yes? We got a story before we go. Come on. Rhubarb, come. Ladies and gentlemen, the best What is your story? Come on down.
Okay, this is a short and embarrassing story. Which is that I have been drunk exactly one time in my life, and it was on Zima.
Why the heck?
No.
All right, folks, that was a fantastic story. Thank you. Now, that was a story. Round of applause for Rhubarb, guys. Round of applause for Rhubarb. When you're really drunk, you're taking shots.
All right, wait.
One final toast to the show.
All right, guys.
Okay.
This is the end of the panel.
That's it. Cheers, guys, to a drink appreciation panel, to a wonderful, successful Indie FurCon. Leave you guys.
What's the name of your convention? Let's not fuck it up.
If you do, just blame Huskoon.
All right, guys, to ride this, we're gonna do an aggressive chant after this. We are all going and crashing karaoke.
Cheers, guys.
This panel was done for charity. Alkali is drinking a drink he can't do anymore.
Do you want the mic?
For charity. I have the hat. Find me.
I'm gonna drown the guy out here.
Guys,
let's do it. Do you want to do the traditional one? We haven't done this in a while. Guys, from this side over, no one drinks until we're done. One toast each. You only have a moment. Go!
To your health.
Go!
To not fucking it up when you're drunk.
Go!
To fucking it up every time you're drunk.
Go! Dragor!
To speedy recoveries.
Go!
To furries!
Go!
To the memories you don't remember.
Go!
To your favorite song.
Go!
To your first IFC.
Go!
Last IFC.
Yes! To blank! To
blank!
To those of us who run the cons, to those of us who don't remember. Guys, to the brony cons, to the furry cons, to the science fiction cons. We're all one big happy family, and we're all fucking drunk.
Cheers!
Peppermint, what the fuck? Oh my god.
I drank
And on that note, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you, appreciate this panel. Thank you for coming to Indie